Hello Oracle World, this is Justin, and in this Oracle Database YouTube video tutorial, we're going to talk about Oracle Virtual Private Database, or VPD for short. Now, the Oracle Virtual Private Database comes integrated with, it comes for free by default. It comes bundled with the Oracle Database software. And it is used to mask data from users. So basically what you're doing is you're taking a table that has data in it, which we call raw data in this context, and you are deciding what users or applications will see when they query that table. Okay, now could you accomplish the same thing with database views? Yeah, you could, but you get more granularity with this. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you an example. Let's set our Oracle SID to finance. Ensure we are set. And let's log on by SQL Plus. Ensure we're a SysDBA user. And ensure we're connected to the finance database. Okay, there is a table. Select table name from DBA tables where owner is equal to Justin. There's a table called employees, okay, and it's owned by user Justin. And if we describe this table, and we're doing describe shows us the structure of a database table, the column names and the column data types over here, the data which can go into these columns, valid data for these columns, and so that's what the describe shows us. And Justin is the owner or the schema that the employees table belongs to or is a member of, respectively. Okay, so we see that we have a table called employees with 4 columns: F name, L name, employee number, EMP num, and current sal for current salary. So this is a table that's probably for a company's HR department that has one of their corporate machines, which has a which displays the first name of the employee, the last name of the employee, the employee number, and the current salary. So if we were to select all the data from this table, we will see this miscellaneous data that I threw in here. Okay, this is just data and arbitrary numbers that I made up. Notice how I gave myself the highest salary here. But so obviously in a real production database that you could see out in the field, there may be hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands or millions of rows. Okay, but for this example, this is just an employees table that we're going to look at here. Okay, so let's say that we want to hide employee number with 2. Okay, employee number 2's data. All right. Now, just to show you how this works, I'm going to grant user Bob grant select on Justin employees to Bob. And if we log into the database as user Justin, and we do a show user select asterisk from employees, we don't need a schema qualifier because we're logged in as Justin. We will see 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the number 2 here. And if we log into the database as user Bob, show user select asterisk from Justin employees. Again, we see everything 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's put that restriction on this table. Let's mask the data. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create a function. And to learn more about what an Oracle function is, tune in to watch my videos on Oracle PLSQL objects, such as functions, and specifically videos where I talk about programming in an Oracle database. Okay, so we create a function, and how you do that is with the command create or replace function and I'm going to call this no employee number 2. Makes sense. Okay, and I'm going to create 2 variables. The first variable is going to be called p schema with this type. The second one's going to be p object in this type. And then I'm going to return varchar2. Don't really worry about these PLSQL codes right here, because that they're explained in my PLSQL videos. Varchar2 as begin return employee number 2 and okay, our function is created. Alright, so don't really worry about what a function is at this point. Just a quick 1,000-foot level definition of function is an Oracle database function is a piece of code which is executed in response to something and returns a value. Okay, that's what a function is. And basically what we're saying is, if you were to type in the following, see if I can explain this right. Here's our data in the employees table owned by Justin. If I do select asterisk from Justin employees, and I was to put a where clause in here, where employee number is not equal to 2, and to learn more about the not equal clause here, look at my SQL videos. Okay, notice how the data, the result set, we call this right here. Notice how the result set of selecting all columns from the employees table without any where clause, okay, any conditions, we call them, gives you all the employee numbers 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if I say select everything from employees number where from the employees table where the employee column is not value is not equal to 2, it omits the 2, as you can see. And if I just say equals, it will only give me the row where the employee number column is equal to 2. Okay? So what I did when I created this function, basically this function is doing what this select statement is doing. Okay? Notice how it's saying where give me all the information, but where the employee num is not equal to value 2 but show me all the columns where the employee num column is not equal to 2. So as long as the value of this column is not 2, okay, the select state, the result set can show you all the column values, but it can't show you the column value where, it can't show you the row rather, where employee underscore num is equal to 2. Okay? And if we look up here in my PLSQL function, alright, that's what I'm doing here. Alright, and I'll show you how this works. Don't worry, this will all come together. It's tough to explain. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's create our virtual private database policy. That's what this is called, a VPD policy, virtual private database policy. And there is a PLSQL package that comes installed with Oracle called DBMS underscore RLS, and RLS stands for row level security. So virtual private database allows you to implement data security at a row level at the database itself. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to create our policy using the DBMS underscore RLS package, PLSQL package, using the add underscore policy procedure. Okay, so type in begin DBMS underscore row level security dot add underscore policy object schema. Where's this object? Who owns this object? What schema is this object a member of? Justin. Object name employees policy name, call it whatever you want really. We're going to call this employee VPD 1. Policy function, and this is going to be the function we created earlier, which is no emp num2. No emp num2, like so. And we're going to end our PLSQL block. Okay, PLSQL procedure successfully completed. So we just created a policy, DBMS, Database Management System, which means that all Oracle supplied PLSQL packages begin with DBMS, underscore row level security. So DBMS underscore RLS is the PLSQL package name. Dot separates the package name from the procedure name. So add underscore policy is the procedure. So DBMS underscore RLS is the package name, and add underscore policy is the procedure, which is in this package. And the object schema is Justin. The object name is the employees table. Here's just a policy name. We can call it anything. And a policy function we're going to use is this. And this is the function that we created up here. Okay? Notice where column value is not equal to 2. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and let's log in as the owner of the table, who is Justin. And now let's try to select asterisk from employees. Notice how 2 is missing. Okay? And when we did select asterisk as user Justin up here, here it is, user Justin, select asterisk from employees, we saw the row whose value of employee number column was 2. But since we implemented a policy, even logged on as the user that owns the table, employees being Justin, guess what? You can't see it. So you have 1, 3, 4, 5 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to log in as user Bob, who just has select permission against Justin's table employees. Show user Bob. Select asterisk from Justin.employees. And again, 1, 3, 4, 5 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And prior to implementing our policy up here, user Bob, with a select everything from this table owned by Justin, was able to see in his results set, was able to see the row whose column employee number is equal to 2. Okay? Now, with this policy active, log back into the Oracle database as the sys user. Show user, logged in as sys. Select asterisk from Justin.employees. He can see number 2. Why can he see number 2 and the owner and anyone who's granted privilege can't? Is because the sys user has special DBA privilege, so he can override virtual private database policies. Okay? That's how you mask a virtual private data. That's how you mask data with virtual private database. Again, as you can see, the DBMS underscore RLS row level security package is included in the Oracle database. It's created when you create a database, when you execute the catproc.sql script, and it's a good way to mask data. And you can get way more complicated and complex than that. Watch my other VPD videos to learn how you can really get more advanced with it. Okay? Thank you.